Alright, let's plug it in here. So, camera 2.
And welcome to Spillane Middle School on this very important day, our celebration of America's veterans. Today, the students and staff would like to honor the heroes who have served our country through their involvement in military service. If you have served in any branch of the military service, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force, or Coast Guard, please stand so that we can take a moment to show you our appreciation with a round of applause. Later in our program, there will be music honoring branches of the military. Please feel free to stand and be recognized while your branch of the military is being honored. Assisting with our program today are Instructor Master Sergeant Christopher Soto and the Cypress High School Air Force JROTC, along with student representatives from Spillane Student Council led by Mrs. Landon, band directed by Mr. Barton, Mr. Smith, and Miss Bailey, orchestra directed by Mrs. Adams and Miss Wallum, choir directed by Mrs. Belay and Mr. Mpinga, and theater directed by Mr. Finch. Let's give them a round of applause. It is also an honor to have parents and members from our community in attendance, as well as individuals from our own Cyfair ISD family. Today, we are welcoming those who are watching our ceremony online. If you're watching from afar, please be sure to put in the comments where you are watching from. It is truly an honor to have our school's namesake, Mrs. Carolyn Spillane with us today, and she has two special guests as well. She has Mr. Ken Pridgen, who helped bring his beautiful artwork that you can find in the Fallen Warrior Memorial Art Gallery. And she also has Mr. Don Curry with her as well. Thank you all for coming. Mrs. Spillane's dedication to starting this tradition speaks volumes about her love for our country and her continued commitment to fostering a sense of pride and community within our school. As we celebrate this ceremony, let's reflect on the values and principles that she instilled in us, shaping the character of our school community over the years. It is a testament to her enduring legacy and the impact that she has had on generations of students. At this time, I would ask that everyone stand for the presentation of the colors and our national anthem.
Here we go again.
And now the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Thank you, and please be seated.
country encourages us to stand up for what is right and to speak out against injustice, inspiring us to be leaders for positive change. I am an American.
My country gives us the privilege of expressing beliefs or opinions without the fear of persecution. I am an American.
My country honors the sacrifices of those who came before us, reminding us to strive for a better future for all. I am an American.
My country values the spirit of innovation, encouraging us to dream big and turn our visions into reality. I am an American.
My country encourages us to participate in our democracy, showing that every voice matters and can make a difference. I'm an American.
My country inspires hope and unity, reminding us that together we can overcome any challenge. I am an American.
My country has a Statue of Liberty, and its torch will keep shining as long as we show our love for everyone's freedom. I am an American.
My country celebrates our differences and encourages everyone to share their voice, making our nation stronger together. I am American. Up next, the Cypress-Fairbanks High School AFJROTC program. They will be presenting the American flag and the four-man flag holding ceremony.
The flag holding ceremony represents the same religious principles on which our country was originally founded. The portion of the flag denoting honor is the canton of blue containing the stars representing the states our veterans served in uniform. The canton field of blue stretches from left to right and is inverted when draped as a pale on a casket of a veteran who has served our country in uniform. In the armed forces of the United States, at the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle fold, and kept under watch through the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning, it is brought out, and at the ceremony of reveille, burned aloft as a symbol of our belief in the resurrection of the body. The first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of our belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of veterans departing our ranks who gave a portion of life to the defense of our country to attain peace throughout the world. The fourth fold represents our weaker nature. For as American citizens trusting in God, it is to Him we turn in times of peace, as well as in times of war for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to our country. For in the words of Stephen Decatur, our country, in dealing with other countries, may she always be right, but it is still our country, right or wrong. The sixth fold is for where our hearts lie. It is with our hearts that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The seventh fold is a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all our enemies, whether they are found within or without the boundaries of our republic. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day, and to honor Mother for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the characters of the men and women who have made this country great have been molded. The 10th fold is a tribute to Father, for He, too, has given His sons and daughters for the defense of our country since they were first born. The 11th fold, in the eyes of a Hebrew citizen, represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies, in their eyes, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold, in the eyes of a Christian citizen, represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies, in their eyes, God the Father, the Son, and Holy Ghost. When the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us our national motto, "In God We Trust." After the flag is completely folded and tucked in, it takes on the appearance of a cocked hat, ever reminding us of the soldiers who served under General George Washington and the sailors and Marines who served under Captain John Paul Jones, who were followed by their comrades and shipmates in the armed forces of the United States, ever preserving for us the rights, privileges, and freedoms we enjoy today.
come together to honor the brave men and women who have served our country in the armed forces. Veterans Day is a time to recognize their courage, dedication, and the sacrifices they have made to protect our freedoms and our way of life. Veterans Day began as Armistice Day, marking the end of World War I. The war officially ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918, when Armistice Day was signed between the Allied nations and Germany. It was a moment when the world hoped for lasting peace. In 1938, Armistice Day became a national holiday dedicated to world peace and the veterans of World War I.
However, after World War II and the Korean War, the United States had millions of veterans who had served in different conflicts. In 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower changed the name of the holiday to Veterans Day to honor all American veterans from every war and era who served our nation with honor and courage. Today we remember that behind every freedom we enjoy is the dedication of a veteran. They have served in times of war and peace, stood guard in distant lands, and faced the unknown so that we can gather here safely. They have sacrificed time with their families, their safety, and sometimes their lives so that we can live in a country that upholds the ideals of liberty and justice. Let us take a moment to think of the families of veterans, as well as the parents, spouses, and children who also serve in their own way, offering their love and support while their loved ones are away. They too are a part of the strength that keeps our nation secure.
To our veterans, we say, we see you, we honor you, and we are deeply grateful. Your service will never be forgotten. On this Veterans Day, may we reflect on the meaning of service and sacrifice, and may we strive to live in a way that is worthy of the freedom you have fought to protect. Thank you. At this time, I would ask that everyone stand so we can observe a moment of silence in honor of those who have given the ultimate sacrifice of their freedom.
Thank you. You may be seated. I would like for all of us to give a round of applause for such a beautiful performance. One of my favorite things about being the principal of this great school is getting to stand here every Veterans Day to tell you what it means to me. Veterans Day is a special occasion here at Spillane where our tradition of honoring veterans shines through the beautiful performances of our band, orchestra, choir, the precision of the JROTC's flag folding ceremony, and then the moving words shared by our theater arts and student council. For me, Veterans Day holds a very deep personal meaning. My father, the late Colonel Richard F. Pavati, who passed away nearly 20 years ago, was the greatest soldier I've ever known. His leadership of not only his fellow soldiers, but also those in everyday life, was nothing short of inspirational. I could stand here for hours telling you countless stories of the many life lessons he taught me, but I want to tell you about one story that came to my attention about 10 years ago from a soldier who served with him when I was a very young girl. And both of their pictures are in the slideshow if you happen to notice them. My dad's last name is Pavati, and I'm going to be telling you a story about Private Williams as well. The year was 1974, and my dad was a platoon leader for the 1st Ranger Battalion at Fort Stewart, Georgia. One of the things that my dad took great pride in doing was to be the absolute best and fittest person in any room that he entered. He noticed if a soldier could keep up with him on a run or on a fitness test. There was a soldier, Private Maurice Williams, who, according to those who knew him, ran like a gazelle. He could actually beat my dad. But there was one major problem. Although Williams could hang with my dad every step of the way, there's one thing he couldn't do. He couldn't swim. That might not sound like a big deal, but in the 1st Ranger Battalion, it meant everything. Without passing a swim test, Private Williams couldn't earn his Ranger tab, and officially get to call himself a United States Army Ranger. Earning a Ranger tab means that a soldier has successfully completed the U.S. Army Ranger School, which is one of the most physically and mentally demanding leadership courses in the military. The Ranger tab is a small rectangular patch worn on the upper left sleeve of the Army uniform. It's a badge of honor that shows the soldier didn't quit despite exhaustion, hunger, and adversity. Within the Army, the tab carries immense respect and credibility. Well, when my dad found out that Private Williams couldn't swim, he didn't assign someone else to help him. He handled it himself. He told Private Williams to meet him at 0500, that's 5 in the morning, the next morning, took him to the pool, and personally began teaching him how to swim. After weeks and weeks of work, Private Williams passed with flying colors. My dad didn't teach him how to swim because someone was watching or anyone was watching. He did it because he saw the potential in Private Williams and because he knew it was the right thing to do. That story defined a phrase that every United States Army Ranger knows by heart, one that my father lived by and taught me from a very young age. Lead the way. Lead the way. That is what true leadership looks like, lifting others up even when no one's watching. And that spirit to lead the way is what I see in our veterans, in all of you. And when you show the respect, compassion, and pride in the things that you do right here at Spillane. Today, as we honor our veterans, let us remember that it's because of their sacrifices that we have the freedom to pursue our dreams, to learn, and to create a brighter future. We live in a country that offers opportunities beyond imagination, freedoms that many around the world could only dream of. These are gifts that come with great responsibility, and it's up to each of us to carry forward the legacy of those who have served by living with purpose, gratitude, and commitment to excellence. To every American soldier, past and as present, and especially to our veterans who are in here with us today and who are watching online, on behalf of the entire Spillane community, we thank you for your service. Now, Spartans, let's show them just how grateful we are with one more round of applause. Thank you again, all of our guests, for being here with us, and it makes it so much more special to get to have members who served in the services with us, so thank you so much. This does conclude our program. Students, we're going to have you sit and just hold tight and wait on the APs to release your section, but thank you again for being here. Have a wonderful day.